Shalom Aleichem, everybody. Hope all is well. Tomorrow night we will begin the holiest day of the Jewish calendar, and that day, my friends, is Purim. And we got to get ready. We have to get ready emotionally, spiritually, psychologically, financially, everything. Don't worry, it won't be so expensive. But there are certain mitzvahs that we have to give. Financial donations and also gifts to others, and we'll get into that. So, what's so special about Purim? Well, Purim, my friends, is the holiest day of the year. A lot of people think, what do you think is the holiest day of the year? I would assume most people would say Yom Kippur, Yom Kippurim. Well, in the name itself of Yom Kippurim, as I've stated earlier, alludes to the fact that Purim is even holier, that Purim is the holiest day of the year. Why? Because the holiest day that we think of is Yom Kippurim, Yom Kippur. But in the name Yom HaKippurim, it means like, Kippurim means like Purim. The Yom Kippur is so holy that it's like Purim. It's almost as holy as Purim. But Purim is even higher. And that is the day, my friends, that we are embarking upon tomorrow night. And now's the time to give it all we've got, to prepare. So the first thing we have to do is increase our joy, because it says, Misha nichnas Adar, marbi misimcha. As soon as the new month of Adar comes in, which we're already, over a third into already, we got to increase in joy. So our joy should be overflowing by now. There's also 4 main mitzvahs that I've spoken about that we have to do on Purim. I will post them below. And that is, if you're Jewish, of course, these mitzvahs, these commandments apply to Jewish people. That is you have to give matanas le'avyonim, feed the poor, like a gift, like a charity to the poor. I'll post all the details of it below, but I'll give you the main idea. 2, mishloch manos, which means gifts. You have to send gifts, which is food, 2 types of food to at least one person. So 2 types of food, so like a drink and maybe cookies and let's say grape juice. 2 types of food, not 2 different types of cookies, but you could do 2 different types of cookies, and then another type of food like a drink or whatnot. Then we read the Megillah, the scroll of Esther. We have to hear it. We have to hear it from an official scroll, official reading, to hear the reading of the scroll of Esther, Megillah Esther. And then the final, but last but not least, is to have a mishteh, a feast, a holiday feast, which is good to include wine and bread and delicious foods, and to be happy, to enjoy yourself, as they say. Now, the question is, how is Purim so special? Well, on Purim there's this idea, we drink a lot of wine, we get very happy, to say the least, and we reach a state where it says we're supposed to say l'chaim, we're supposed to have such a good time to the point to say, even to drink wine, and even reach a state that we don't know the difference between Haman, how cursed is Haman and how blessed is Mordechai. 2 polar opposites. Mordechai, the Moses of his generation, and Haman, the wicked man of his generation. How could we reach a state where these 2 polar opposites you can't even differentiate between the 2 of them? It's a good question. Well, it's obviously something very deep, but the idea is we are connecting to Hashem on such a deep level that polar opposites and all the different seeming contradictions and polarization in this world, we reach the inner essence of all of it. We connect to Hashem Himself, where everything is totally unified and totally one. We rise above logic, rise above differentiation, rise above limitation, and we connect to the Eibishter, to the Almighty Himself. That's an idea about Purim. We also need to understand how Purim is connected to the coming of Mashiach, that miracles happen in Purim. Is a great time for the Jewish people, the month of Adar. The question is, how is Purim connected to the coming of Mashiach? Well, it says that all the holidays are going to be nullified when Mashiach comes. They're not going to, God forbid, be cancelled and taken away, but the light of Hashem is going to shine so bright in the world when Mashiach comes that every day is going to be a holiday. So the holidays, they're still going to exist, but they're not going to stand out nearly as much as they did before Mashiach came. Because now every day is going to be a holiday. Every day except Purim. Purim, we learn that when Mashiach comes, Purim is still going to stand out, and it's still going to be in its glory and still be as special and as experienced as now, even when Mashiach comes. It's not going to be overshined at all. I'll give you an example. Like, if you light a candle, you're in a dark room and you light a candle, so the candle seems extremely bright, and it's very, very, it appears very strongly. You can't miss it. But if you take that same candle and you bring it outside into the yard, in the middle of the sunlight, on a sunny day, in the middle of the day, this candle won't bring any more light to the outside. You'll see the candle if you look at it, but you won't experience its brightness that much. So too, that's a good analogy for when Mashiach comes. That the holidays are still going to exist, but there's going to be such a shining light every single day, because we're going to celebrate every day when Mashiach comes. That the holidays will still be there, but they won't be as experienced, they won't be as stand out as much. They won't be as really, they will be kind of they'll be overshadowed by the intense light that will shine on every day. So they'll still exist, but not in the same absolute sense now that it takes hold of the entire day and stands out completely. It'll be still there, but more subsumed and infused within this general redemption holiday. But Purim will still remain incredibly distinguished, and in its glory, it will still be there. So that says something about this holy day of Purim, that it's really an experience of the redemption already now. It's a taste of Mashiach right here, right now, already. So we have to tap into that energy. We have to get happy. We have to get excited. We have to learn Chassidus. Chassidus is the secrets of Torah. It's the Torah of Mashiach. It's a taste of the Torah of Mashiach. So we have to taste of it. We have to get excited. We have to give to each other. We have to give tzedakah, charity. And I'm going to post below the specific mitzvahs we have to do on Purim so nobody forgets. And encourage others to do so as well. Try to reach as many Jews as possible with this message. So as many Jews as possible will do the mitzvah, fulfill the mitzvahs of Purim. It's not enough that you're doing the mitzvahs. That's infinite and it's beyond words. But it's even better if you can also get others to do it with you and get them to get others to do it with them. And that's how we will spread this infinite light throughout the entire nation of Israel to bring Mashiach. And if you're not Jewish, Hashem should bless you, and you should look up and fulfill the 7 laws of Noach, the Noahide laws. I've posted them before on Chabad.org. You can find them. And that is how you will fulfill your infinite mission here on earth, and how you will bring the redemption. So may Shem bless you all. I hope this message found you well. The Mashiach is very close. We look around the world, things are happening. It doesn't always seem perfect, but we should know that Hashem is controlling all of reality, and He is getting the world ready to bring His righteous Redeemer, the Mashiach. May it come today. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and help support the Torah channel below.